What is up, guys? Today we're doing another week of Premier League predictions. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This is match week 35, almost the end of the season. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, first game we're going. Let's go to London Stadium. West Ham against Liverpool. Liverpool have been slipping in the league recently. Third place. Their last 5 games was a win, a draw, a loss, a win, a loss. And they're knocked out of Europe. Yeah, that's not really title form. Obviously, Liverpool are still in the title race, but 3 points clear. Liverpool 3 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal have amazing goal difference, but with Liverpool goal difference is right. It's very interesting. I see this being a hard game. If it was at Anfield, I would go Liverpool. But it's interesting. But then West Ham got annihilated 5-2 by Palace. You know what? I'm going for West Ham 1, Liverpool 1. I'm sure Klopp won't be happy with that. Let's go ahead and go to the next game, which is pretty big. Wolves versus Luton Town. Wolves, obviously, Europe sort of slipping away from them now. Not in good form at all. They've only picked up 2 points in their last 5 games. 12th in the league. As I say that, if you get 3 more wins, you're right up there of getting Europe again. It's really hard. But then 3 more wins takes us to match day 37. So I'm not sure Wolves will qualify for Europe, which is pretty sad. I like Wolves being in European competitions. Obviously Luton are trying to stay up. Luton Town trying to stay up. They lost against... Who did they lose against this time? Who did Luton lose against? They didn't play midweek. They lost 5-1 against Brentford. Now that is very bad. But they got away with it because Nottingham Forest lost to Everton, which Everton are in amazing form. We'll talk about them later. Both teams need to win this, but I don't think there'll be a winner. I think it'll be Wolves 2, Luton 2. Now going over to the game at St James's Park, which if Sheffield United do not win this match, they are relegated from the Premier League. And I don't see this happening. I don't see Sheffield United getting a result at Newcastle. Heck, even a draw. I don't see them getting a draw. Yes, Newcastle lost against Palace, but Palace have been in pretty good form now. It's really difficult. It's it's so difficult. I'm gonna go. But then you could get the bad Sheffield United that concede goals for fun. But then you could get the Sheffield United who beat bloody Brentford and bloody draw 3-3 of Fulham. You know what? I'm going to go for a Newcastle win, obviously. I think Newcastle will get back to winning ways after that midweek loss. I'm going pretty heavy. I'm going to Sheffield United to get a goal. But Newcastle 4, Sheffield United 1. Now let's go over to the game, which I was going to say is kind of... these two teams don't really have anything to play for. Mid-table, probably for them. Palace have been, pretty good. I'm pretty sure they can get... I wonder if they can still get European places. I'm pretty sure if they go on a mad run though. So actually 35, they can get 42 points. 36, 45, 37, 48... Yeah, so they could still... There's a slight chance. There's a tiny chance that Palace get Europe. But they probably won't. They've been in some amazing form. 3 wins, 3 games. And it's been amazing. From beating Liverpool at Anfield. It's been amazing. But Fulham, you don't really know what Fulham you're getting. There's that Fulham where you beat Spurs 3-0, or there's that Fulham that draw with Sheffield United 3-3. Yeah, those games were also back to back. And then there's that Fulham that lose against Forest. It's Fulham are a weird team, and you know what? I'm going for Fulham 1, Crystal Palace 2. I think they just about get that. Anyways, let's go over to the next game, which, whoops. This is not professional. Let's go over to a game I would have thought was in, the relegation battle. But these clubs have probably stayed up now. Everton, great run of form. I think Everton were they lost they haven't won since December. I think that was a couple of weeks ago. And now they've won 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure it is literally, it is 3 and 5. But come on, 3 wins out of 5 games for Everton. That is very, very good for them. I'm going interesting. Brentford, they've been. I was slagging off Brentford for keep on drawing, but now that they've gotten the 2 wins, it looks like they've been, amazing, which they have. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going Everton 1, Brentford 1. Now let's go over to Old Trafford, which is Manchester United versus Burnley. Oh, where do I see this going? Burnley in some pretty good run of form. Only 1 loss out of their last 7. And then there's Manchester United, which, can sometimes be, like that team. It's hard. I'm going to just shade a United win. I'm going United 1, Burnley 0. I think that was the score at Turf Moor as well. Alright, let's go over. You know what? Let's go over to the big game. Not the big game that you're thinking about, but Aston Villa versus Chelsea. There's some absolutely crackers in this Premier League weekend. Villa v Chelsea. I'm pretty sure it's 4th versus 9th. Chelsea still able to get into some European places. They probably won't finish in top 5, but they'll my guess is probably Conference League, which is better than any. It's better than nothing. Then we have Villa, who are in some pretty good form. You know what? I'm going to get this over and done with. Villa 3, Chelsea 3. I think there's going to be goals in this match. Now going over to Bournemouth versus Brighton. I see Bournemouth in some pretty good form. I know it doesn't look like it there, but beating Wolves at Molineux, that's pretty good. They've had some close results, even though they've not won that many. They've had some close results. And Brighton, what has happened to you? 11th place. I know you're in Europe, but 11th place. Even Bournemouth are in front of you. I'm dead serious. I think Bournemouth are the favourites going into this match, which seems crazy. I think if it's Bournemouth stay, they could absolutely thrash Brighton. But I'm going to go for a Desmond. Bournemouth 2, Brighton 2. Now let's go over to the Sunday matches. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. This is a massive game for Arsenal and me, because we'll talk about the game. We'll talk about a certain game after this. But if it doesn't go our way, then I'm going to be very sad, obviously, because City are going to probably thrash Forest. But the thing is, you know what? City, they've been on a really good form, or run of form, so be it. It is literally, I think it was Luton, Palace and Brighton. So not the hardest one. But you know what? I'm going to go for it here. City obviously favourites, but Forest, they're scrapping at the bottom. And you know what? Forest 1, City 0. I said it. Watch City go and beat Forest like 3-0 now. Yeah, I said it. Forest 1, City 0. Now going over to the biggest game of the weekend. Spurs versus Arsenal, the North London derby. I'm pretty sure it was 2-2 at the Emirates Stadium. That was a massive 4-goal thriller. But I think if we don't win this now, we have basically potentially bottled the league. Which we can't do it. We can't do it. Especially with Man City having that game in hand. I'm going Spurs 1, Arsenal 2. You know, I think Havertz scores the late winner. I think Havertz will score the late winner. So, with that being said, let's do our table. So, Liverpool are currently... Where are Liverpool right now? How many points do they have? Liverpool have 74 points. Manchester City 76 points. And Arsenal 77 points. So, to my calculations... well, to my calculations, we're 4 points clear. But it is probably going to be, if I'm being honest, City will probably be top of the league. Liverpool basically out of the Premier League. They've been on some dreadful form. I remember when Liverpool was so hard to beat, and then there's like that 2 losses in 5 games. They've only had 2 wins in 5 games as well, which is a bit concerning. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching. I know. This is supposed to be recorded. This is supposed to be uploaded on Wednesday or Thursday. But I know my schedule's really bad at the moment. I'll fix it. Don't worry. But yeah. Bring on the North London derby.